Education stakeholders call for practical measures to support Governor Soludo policy in the education sector. National Population Commission commences child population housing census. ASU urges Buhari to sign BRICS-led renegotiation committee report. Ugandan police arrest 25 persons over cost of living protests. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Chidema Oranwa. Post-Primary School Service Commission PPSSC OCA quiz competition. The Post-Primary School Service Commission PPSSC OCA has concluded the 2022 Science Quiz competition for junior and senior secondary schools in Anambra State. The Science Quiz and Award ceremony in collaboration with Dr. Chinedu Umadi Foundation took place at Asobeb Conference Hall, OCA. Correspondent Theophilus Okoha completes the report.
Thank you very much. Please,
this year's competition is the third edition of Dr. Chinedu Umadi Foundation Science and Technology Quiz Award Ceremony in collaboration with PPSSC and ASOBED to inspire science students in Anambra State in readiness to adapt to the global and progressive social agenda with a focus on excellence. In a welcome address, the Director of Science and Technology Department, PPSSC, Oka Lady Ebele Okudo, said the competition as a result of the doggedness and resolute contributions of Dr. Chinedu Umadi in support of the vision of Governor Soludo in having international best practice form of education. She, however, urged schools to ensure functionality of ICT facilities in their schools to continue to expose students into digital science education in the state.
The Commission is clearly related in the doggedness and resolute contribution of the financier, hardship, especially now that the world is facing with progressive economic agenda.
In a goodwill message, Executive Secretary PPSSC OCA, Mrs. Ndidi Oranusi, expressed happiness over the uniqueness of this year's edition of the competition being computer-based, and students were subjected to CBT examination to meet the expectations of Governor Soludo's policy in education and that of Dr. Chinedu Umadi Foundation. PPSSC Secretary, however, challenged well-meaning individuals and lovers of education to emulate Dr. Chinedu Umadi and help in building and stimulating students for a better future.
The students are subjected to permanent examination involving the use of laptops and other electronic devices. This is to meet the expectations of the foundation and Governor Soludo's policy in education. I sincerely thank Dr. Chinedu Umadi for his magnanimity in partnering with the government in mentoring young people.
In their respective remarks, the chairman of the occasion, former Speaker Anambra State House of Assembly, Barrister Dom Obieke, and ASOBEB Director Mrs. Ogochukwu Obi enjoined all to contribute in good standard of education to bequeath a lasting legacy of hard work, dedication and commitment to Umuakwukwo Ndi Anambra. In his speech, the President, Dr. Chinedu Umadi Foundation, Sir Ikem Onwadi, explained the history and activities of the foundation to include healthcare outreach, seminars and character formation program, quiz competitions and award of scholarship to deserving participants, and a structured scholarship program to universities for senior secondary school students who have excelled entry examinations.
Wow. The current president is Ms. Chioma Okeke with the attractive first prize of a branded pleasure car. There were 17 loud concession prizes. The contest was a big hit. The foundation has had 3 successful quiz competitions which have attracted prizes and scholarship awards to deserving students. The healthcare outreach had been done twice for the Anambra Central Zoo, through which medical treatment and medicated eyeglasses were given to the public for free.
This year's award has best 3 students in all the 6 educational zones, both senior and junior categories, and 6 best students in the state finals, plus award for teachers and schools that produce the students to the finals. Speaking on behalf of others, Ms. Favor Mesoma Ezewune of Loreto Special Science School, Adazi, the overall best, thanked the sponsor, Dr. Umadi, the teachers and parents for giving them the opportunity and pledged to do more in years ahead. Special Indian cultural dance performance award prizes added glamour to the event. Theophilus Okoa reporting for ABS News.
The National Population Commission (NPC) has announced the commencement of field work for trial population and housing census in 7 towns in the Dembele South local government area of Anambra State. The Chairman, National Population Commission, Honorable Nasri Isa Kwara, made the announcement in Oka while briefing the press on the Commission's preparations for the exercise, which is being conducted from 27th June to 30th July 2022. Correspondent Blessing Dennis has details.
According to Mr. Kwara, who spoke through the Federal Commissioner of the Commission in Anambra State, Mr. Chidi Ezewoke, the trial census is key preparatory activities for census and process in which all census operations are tested in detailed and comprehensive manner. He said that the conduct of the trial census was aimed at logistic arrangements and management, questionnaire, design and format, training procedures, field work operations, publicity, payment system, data processing, data tabulation and analysis. The NPC chairman added that the trial census will only be conducted in the selected areas. 1 local government area will be fully covered in 1 state in each of the 6 geopolitical zones and 1 supervisory area in 3 local government areas in each of the 3 senatorial districts in the remaining 30 states and the FCT. He also stated that the objective of the exercise is to assess the quality of the enumeration area maps that has been graded, determine the feasibility of uploading EA maps on the census app for house numbering, determine the collection between the EAD estimated population, determine the possibility, demographic as well as geographical changes that might occur in EAs crafted between 2016/2018 and their implication for census taking.
Residents of the state are now hearkening to the call by Governor Chukwuma Soludo that communities and individuals should help government in community development. Members of Ngozika Estate Resident Welfare Association, in line with the governor's plea, have on their own embarked on palliative works on the road to the estate. Works correspondent Ngozi Obileri monitored work on the road and reports.
The palliative works on the road started from the main gate of the estate and on the road to the left and right, especially the third portion where they engaged laborers who were seen mixing concrete and filling the potholes. It was also gathered that all the drainages in and around the estate have been desilted and the garbages generated were being carted away. Speaking to the ABS, the chairman of Ngozika Residents Association, Mr. Charles Mbakiigwe, said they have been doing such palliatives, but were renewed by the call by Governor Soludo, saying that they would be doing the much they can until the governor save enough money to embark on road construction across the state.
This is the second time we are doing this type of palliative effort. So now that the government has also called on residents to make our state livable, we have on our own also decided to see what we can do to improve our environment, especially the roads. If you look further down, you will see that the shoulders of the roads have been cleared and the drainages have been desilted and carted away. Unfortunately, our tipper and payload are yet to come from the day. So even before Soludo came, we have been helping ourselves. But now that he has called on everybody to come on board, it takes 2 to tango. So we also expect that government will counterpart this effort in due course.
On his part, another resident of the area, pharmacist Vin Okolo, explained that he decided to initiate the process in the midst of some of them who gather every week after exercise, an idea which they bought and involved the leadership of the estate, saying that residents of the estate wasted no time in contributing towards the success of the exercise.
People are happy something is happening. Donations have been made towards a 1 million naira achieved already. But we cannot do more than we have done so far. It should now come to our aid. But we will not stop until we make sure that we cut all the rubbish you are going to see behind you. We must cut them away before we feel that we at least we have done. But so far, so good. Our residents are responding. Passers by, even those who are not living in the country, have been responding, which shows that they appreciate what we are doing.
Also speaking, another resident, Dr. Kana Ayonwafo, said the gesture was aimed at giving the residents healthy atmosphere and to give the area a facelift, as he said that the look of the estate was not what they had in mind before packing into the estate.
The earlier they key into that, the better for all of us. We know there is a limit to what government can do. Yes, there is a limit. But what I think government should do is also to create an enabling environment like the one we think we are receiving here. When they saw what we are doing, they now promise to take it from where we stopped. And we are still working. So we hope that they will come, sit down with us, and agree on how to move forward. So I encourage all such clusters to also emulate what we are doing here. It will help government, and government on the other hand is like when two dogs are playing. The other one will scratch the back, the other one will scratch the other one's back. Yeah.
From Ngozika Housing Estate in Oka, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The leadership of the Nigeria Union of Journalists has called on the federal government to urgently address the rising spate of insecurity and reinstate the nation's health, education and food security that has spurred crimes across the country. Princess Equiajide, our Abuja Bureau Chief, reports that the National President of the Union, Comrade Chris Isiguzo, made the call at a World Press Conference on the state of the nation in Abuja. We have details from our studio.
Are not also spared of the activities of daredevil bandits and kidnappers.
Comrade Isiguzo said the recent Kuje prison break has sent a strong signal to Nigerians and Nigeria that all is not well, and canvassed for a proactive step by the government to ensure that law and order are restored, especially as the nation is moving towards the election year. The NUJ boss noted that the rate at which terrorist groups' attacks is becoming worrisome, hence citizens' safety is no longer guaranteed in the country, thus urging the security agencies to act fast and rescue the country.
The security agencies must rise to the occasion, especially in Imo State, where some arrests have been made, with suspects making mind-boggling revelations. We've heard that some suspects are in custody since last year and have even mentioned names of politicians as their sponsors. We should not ignore such revelations, and we believe all those fingered in this must be brought to book. We are hopeful that the Inspector General of Police would address these issues as a matter of utmost national importance.
Isiguzo appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari and the Academic Staff Union of Universities to come to a compromise in order to end the 5-month-old strike that has practically lured the youths into criminalities. According to him, the NUJ leadership believes uniting the nation for economic and security impact will require the effort of all politicians to salvage the current hardships faced in the country.
As earlier observed, insecurity ravaging parts of the country has in no small measure affected agricultural production, thereby causing scarcity of food and products. The NUJ, however, believes that the situation is not irredeemable. As a temporary measure, the federal government can move a step further by releasing some of its reserved grains from its silos, in addition to other measures to cushion the effect of the crisis being experienced.
Anambra State Overseer of Deeper Life Bible Church, Pastor Jude Chukwuocha, has urged Christians to make firm resolve to shun procrastination in their lives and pursue godliness, righteousness, and holiness. Pastor Chukwuocha made the appeal in a sermon during this month's combined service with the church held in Oka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chiwata reports.
Speaking on the theme, pursue, overtake and recover all, the Deeper Life pastor re-echoed the call on Christians to serve God as required in order to be delivered from the bondage of the devil. Pastor Chukwuocha reminded the church that Satan is still in operation against God's people, but when they lift up their hearts in confidence to the Almighty God, there will be a total reversal of satanic plots. He outlined 7 scriptural principles for Christians to apply to have total recovery of what God wants in their life, such as repenting from their sins, making restitution, resolving to no more linger, and resisting the devil, among others.
Don't listen to any preacher that is telling you we are human beings, and because we are human beings, who will not have the power of the strength to be righteous and free from sin. Don't listen to preachers like that. Just wake up your mind and say, Lord, I want to be who you have created me to be. I want to serve you the way you have called me to serve you. Anything that will make you want to help me, not to be doing it. If you come into that state of the righteousness of God, or then for you, God is saying, any evil plot against you is dead for a lifetime.
The pastor in charge of Amiku Group of District, Pastor Donatus Ulu, and wife of the Anambra State 2 Overseer, Mrs. Rose Chukwuocha, hinted on the need for the faithful to run away from every sinful and reckless lifestyle and to stand on spiritual ground to possess whatever the devil has taken in their lives.
Every believer that knows the condition and situation of things today must realize that we need to take over all the devil have stolen. We need to stand on the spiritual ground and take over and possess whatever spiritual loss that have been incurred as a result of sin.
The blessing of God, and then overtaking my enemies, we must run away. Then he said we should resist the devil because he is ever there to try you. But when you stand on the word of God and say, Satan, I will not yield to you, and then to sum it up, he now said we should hold to holiness. That's the master key.
On his part, the Vice Chancellor, Nnamdi University Oka, Professor Charles Isimone, described the theme of the sermon as timely, saying that a lot of people pursue things that will not give them victory at last, calling on them to pursue righteousness and holiness to recover all lost passion.
And there are things that currently in our society are bringing us down, causing depression. Discouragement is there, but the Bible is encouraging us that we should not fear. We are going to overtake even that fear. We are going to overtake laziness, that we are going to recover all our lost passion.
Prayers for the nation, praises and testimonies from congregation climaxed the event. This is Emmanuel Shibata reporting for ABS News.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has urged the President Muhammadu Buhari to meet with the Professor Nimi Briggs-led committee on negotiation. ASU President Professor Emmanuel Osekede said that the federal government had sent its team to negotiate with them and they have finished. He urged the President Buhari to meet the negotiation teams and sign the report. The BRICS committee, which was set up by the federal government on June 7, is renegotiating the 2009 agreement with ASU and submitting its report to the Education Minister, Malam Adamu, in 3 months. Reports said that the BRICS-led committee is expected to review the draft proposed federal government ASU agreement, which has the following terms of reference: liaise and consult with the relevant stakeholders to finalize the position of the federal government to the issues in the draft proposed federal government ASU renegotiated agreement. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, and other allied institutions, NASU, have also requested the adoption of the University Peculiar Payroll Payment System, U3PS. The International Chamber of Commerce Nigeria, ICCN, has called for urgent, decisive diplomatic and practical action to avert a global food security crisis. Chairman ICCN Nigeria, Babatunde Savage, made the call in Lagos. He noted that the current Russia-Ukraine war could result in 47 million more people facing severe food shortages this year, coupled with the 276 million people believed to be at risk or at the start of 2022. According to him, shortages of fertilizers and self-defeating barriers to agricultural trade risk exacerbating food insecurity well into 2023. The risks of peace and prosperity worldwide from this trend, he said, are immense and entirely foreseeable, but absolutely avoidable if the international community can take the necessary collective action. According to him, there is an urgent need to support ongoing diplomacy to unblock exports of Ukrainian grain and the vegetable oils, as well as encouraging efforts to restart trade in Russian fertilizers. Police in Uganda have arrested 25 people following Monday's demonstration against high prices of food and fuel. Many of those who took part in the protest in the eastern district of Jinja, about 80 kilometers from the capital Kampala, were motorcycle taxi riders commonly referred to Bado. Kira Region Police spokesman James Mubi said they had information that the protests were organized by politicians who will be summoned for questioning. They demanded that the government intervenes to subsidize the price of essential commodities. The protesters blocked a major highway with locks and tires, but the police moved to quickly disperse them. The price of fuel has almost doubled in recent months, from 3,500 Ugandan shillings to 7,500 Ugandan shillings in some parts of the country. President Yoweri Museveni in June ruled out cutting taxes and subsidies during a State of the Nation address, warning that it will deplete the country's foreign reserves. Uganda, like other countries on the continent, is experiencing a sharp rise in the cost of fuel and essential commodities, largely being blamed on the Russia-Ukraine war. And now sports. Chairman Nigeria Beach Volleyball Commission Musa Nimrod has said the federation is aiming at qualification for Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Speaking at the end of the round one of the ongoing National Beach Volleyball Tour in Yola, Adamawa State, Nimrod assured that the beach volleyball tour would ensure Nigerian players are fit for major African championships and international outings. He told Nigerians to expect more explosive performances in the second and third rounds later this year. Nimrod assured Nigerians that the second and third rounds of this beach volleyball tour will be more exciting and tougher. The second round will be held in the south, while the third round will hold in the southwest. And tour has taken opportunity to young players to showcase their talents, and that is the pride of the Federation. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Education stakeholders have called for practical measures to support Governor Soludo's policy in the education sector. National Population Commission has commenced trial population and housing census. ASU urges Buhari to sign BRICS-led renegotiation committee report. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that Ugandan police has arrested 25 persons over cost of living protest. And here's the special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidima Orangwa. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.